All right, delivery day just came and went, and if you have never had a Tesla before, the whole experience from ordering to delivery could be a little jarring. We have already done our videos on how to order a new Tesla. That link is down below. Go check it out if you're interested. But now let's talk about delivery date and all of that. If you have yet to place your order for a new Model Y or anything like that, please make sure to use that affiliate link down below. Those referrals help us out greatly. It keeps this channel going, and I definitely appreciate it. All of that out of the way, this is probably one of the seamless and easiest experiences I've ever had with getting a new vehicle. This is my 5th Tesla. We're not a rookie anymore to the whole process, but still it does tweak over time, and I want to tell you exactly about how it works. Again, that video is done on how to order it. Now let's talk about the end of the process, and that's taking delivery. And as long as you have all of your steps completed in the app, this is one of the most seamless experiences ever. You can come to the dealership or the Tesla sales center, whatever you want to call it, and get your vehicle within 10-15 minutes and be out the door. No paperwork, it's all done on the app already, and you literally can be in your car heading out in just a couple of minutes. Now, there are obviously some other tweaks to that where, you can technically get an assistance session. They can give you help on how to navigate your Tesla, what to do if you're a first-time owner. They're not just going to send you on your way if you don't know what to do with these vehicles, because they are, again, so different than a gas-powered car equivalent. So it is definitely an option you might want to think about if you have the time and if you're very concerned on how to use these vehicles, to sit through one of their training sessions. Now, aside from that, there's been some complaints and mixed stories, I guess, out online, you can say, with what it entails at delivery. Some people, and myself included from my last Model 3, have experienced where they won't give you the key or let you in because they want to do a whole hurrah for everybody else at that time period taking delivery of their vehicle. I've discovered, though, if you do this during the week or at an off-peak time where it makes sense a lot of people might be working or not available, that is not a concern with this. And you don't have to sit through that little, oh, let's do a light show type deal. It's fun if it's your first one. Definitely recommend it. But again, it gets old for reoccurring owners. But once you do that, once you accept all of your agreements, they're only available 24 hours before delivery. You'll get a message, a text message, and an actual app notification to complete these. You got to agree to, if you have trade-in agreements, agree to actually taking delivery of the vehicle. There's about 4 or 5 different documents you need to go through in order to be able to finally take delivery. And when you go through those documents, you're good to go for the actual delivery itself, where after you always examine your vehicle, and this has always been a shortcoming by Tesla, their paint quality, their build quality has sometimes always left a lot to be desired in years past. Now they're finally at a much better place in their actual lines of actually building these vehicles, where it's not as big of a concern, but always examine it. I found a couple of little random spots of paint they had to buff out. One of the trims on the exterior door windows in the back passenger side was kind of warped a little bit. All mobile service put in right through the app before I even left, and they were going to come in a couple of days and take care of that. Aside from that as well, you're always just going to want to ask questions. I can't stress this enough. Even if you don't want to sit through one of the demos or trainings that they can offer you on how to navigate the infotainment system or anything, make sure any questions you have, you just ask. These cars are loaded and are tech first, so you might not know how to even just adjust the AC. If you're a new owner, it's not as simple as just manually changing a vent. It's in the infotainment system, being able to trigger it there. Just ask. They are very friendly and helpful and will answer any questions you might have at that time. Anyways, aside from that, when you take delivery in the vehicle, you will have your 2 key cards that they give you. This is all you need. You can buy an additional fob if you'd like, or do what 90% of the other people do and just use your actual iPhone or Android device to be able to control it and use as a mobile key. I always do recommend keeping a spare with you in case your phone, or even if you use now an Apple Watch with a key, if they die, batteries run out all the time, but that key card never dies. It's an NFC chip. You just tap on the B pillar on your car and you'll be able to get in and get going. So make sure you have those. Make sure you have any additional accessories you purchased. And also now, since Tesla's finally went back to allowing you to get a free mobile connector with your order, make sure you have your mobile connector, guys, especially if you don't have a wall connector at home yet. This is gonna be your primary way of charging your Tesla, aside from charging it at superchargers or third-party charging stations. It's the most convenient way, and this is when everyone you hear about talks about, you wake up with a full tank. You can't do that with a gas equivalent car. You're gonna wanna plug it in, even if it's a trickle charge at 4 miles an hour with a simple, 120 watt outlet if you don't have a 240 or again, a wall connector. Make sure you get it. That's a $250, I believe, addition now. That is included. Make sure you take that. And then lastly, if you are picking up a Tesla and you have a trade-in, what you're gonna wanna do is make sure you obviously take the trade-in, have the 2 keys or whatever you said you have, and make sure you just hand that over to them. They might do a quick once-over on the vehicle, but that's it. That is literally it. They're not gonna deep dive it. They're not gonna do some tread depths. They're not gonna come back and say, hey, look, this was damaged, this wasn't working right, or anything like that. I've now traded in 2 vehicles with Tesla, and yeah, never had a single issue or come back with them stating something was wrong or wanting more money or deducting something from the actual initial trade-in value. Now that leads me to our next point. Obviously at delivery day, one thing you should have done prior, but not a lot of people do, is making that final payment, and rightfully so. Some people do prefer to hold off on that simply because there are issues with vehicles. If you made a payment, if you need to back out of it, it's always harder to get your money back from Tesla than giving it to them for obvious reasons. So if you didn't make your final payment ahead of time and you were waiting to explore your new vehicle, once you've done that, you can also do that right in the app. You can do it through your bank account. Again, all easy, right through the app. You don't have to deal with anyone directly or worry about any changes there. It will be done right there as well. So technically, if you've only done the initial setup, registration, insurance, financing, and waited for the last couple of steps on delivery day, you still can be able to get in and out within a half hour or so from picking up your brand new Tesla. I think it's a great method that Tesla has here. I think it is a huge advantage over legacy automakers, and it is really one of the smoothest processes, again, that we've ever experienced. So having said all that, this applies to the whole suite of vehicles from a Cybertruck to an S3, X, or Y. Nothing changes here. The whole system is super easy. And then remember also, when you are finally a returning customer, make sure you use your loyalty benefits to get an additional $500 or $1,000 off. It just depends. It always changes, whatever time of year and whatever Tesla's mood is. But make sure you get that benefit. Order it right from the app. It'll automatically give you that additional amount off of your order. So it's right under loyalty. We can go into that in another video if you need, but this one's long enough. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks again for watching. Please use that affiliate link, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.